love is in the air, like we've said. So is the panic, maybe, though, of realizing you forgot to make a Valentine's Day reservation. Luckily, Aimee Rizzo is here with the Infatuation's guide to the best walk-in date night spots around Seattle. Aimee joins me. Thank you for coming back on the show.
Always a pleasure.
Ooh, everyone is talking about Valentine's Day, and I feel like to everyone there that's waiting to the last minute, get on it or listen up right now. For anyone, though, that's new, the Infatuation, please explain what you guys do.
So the Infatuation is a restaurant discovery platform, and it's my job to provide you with the best restaurants and bars for every situation. My team and I are dining out multiple times per week. We do not accept free meals. We book under a fake name. And the ultimate goal is to report our findings through honest and unbiased reviews and guides, which is especially important as we head into Valentine's Day. But here's the thing. A lot of the spots that I would send you to are already booked solid. You think like, wow, we're not quite there yet. You think you'd have some time. No, it's a little late. But that's okay, because Seattle also has a lot of incredible walk-in only restaurants, perfect for date night, and we have a guide that is devoted to just that.
Okay, well, I'm so glad, because yes, you sometimes think during this time like, well, I'm just gonna have to eat at home, but no, never fear. Since it's right around the corner, we have some options. We're starting with your first spot, which is a wine bar, right? With some French cuisine. Tell me more.
Yes, so Le Caviste is a wonderful wine bar in Denny Triangle. It has all of the date night prerequisites. It's dark, it's moody, it has teeny tiny tea lights, and while it's not a dinner place necessarily, you can construct your own spread with charcuterie and cheeses and crusty bread, and the staff is just super knowledgeable about their wine list. So if you and your date are really looking to nerd out about wine, if that's what you're interested in, Le Caviste is a great place to do that. And I also love that it's right next door to Pacific Standard Time, which is another great bar. They do
I haven't heard of it.
Vietnamese style cocktails. And so I actually like to hit up both in the same night, since they're right next to each other. And it has a handy location if you're catching a show downtown afterwards.
Okay, remind people one more time where it's located.
Denny Triangle.
Okay, perfect. Moving right along to a place that I've been to on date nights and I really enjoy, Homer in the Beacon Hill neighborhood, right?
Yes, Homer is no secret. It is this awesome Mediterranean spot on Beacon Hill. They do take reservations, but just for large parties. So if you are going on a date, you have you're on the same playing field as everyone else who is there on a date. So what I love about them is they have the centerpiece of the dining room is this gigantic wood-fired oven, and not only does it produce some excellent pita, but it makes the whole place smell amazing. And so I love sharing meze, and the lamb ragu on tahini is a non-negotiable. Please get that.
Ooh, I have not tried that. I think I know, but the naan and all of that, like the pita bread, is
so good,
legendary. And then to watch them fire everything up right in front of you, because it's an open kitchen, is
cool.
A really cool like dinner and a show. Persephone is next.
So Persephone is an aperitivo bar in Columbia City. It's from the same team behind La Medusa, which is right next door. La Medusa takes reservations, but Persephone does not. So you still get that same like Sicilian charm. The whole dining room has this like orangey glow when the sun goes down, and they have this huge chalkboard with pretty much every Amaro you could possibly think of. And so the idea is you get a spritz and you can share some small plates. I love their chickpea fritter sliders and saffron arancini. And they also have a lot of great non-alcoholic aperitivo options too.
Amazing. Remind people again where that is.
That is in Columbia City.
Amazing. I haven't spent enough time in Columbia City, but they're up and coming for sure. And then De La Santa.
So De La Santa is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in the entire city. Yeah, they're located around North Capitol Hill, and they don't take reservations, obviously, but they do have an online wait list, so you can put your name on that list in order to get ahead. But what I love about them is that their dining room is very warm and inviting, but it doesn't feel too formal, and so you can share some excellent tacos de birria and garlic butter shrimp tacos and margaritas, and end things with a delicious slice of tres leches cake.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have signed me up for all of these. And the mood, the vibe in there is really beautiful too. It's kind of dark and moody.
Yeah, the vibe is so great. They have this like structural tree sculpture in the middle of the room, and their plateware is also gorgeous. We actually have a guide to the best plates in Seattle, like literally the plates, and we really do have a guide for every situation. And so if you're a ceramics enthusiast, perhaps check out that guide, and De La Santa is front and center there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's the strategy for making a walk-in Valentine's Day happen? Like tips for actually landing a table?
Yeah, so I have a couple of strategies. So first is to come up with a plan, come up with a backup plan, and to just be flexible. So what I like to do is if there's a restaurant I really want to get into that's walk-in only, I will make a mental inventory of the spots nearby so that in case you're quoted a long wait time, you have somewhere to pop in for a drink while you wait. I think that's super important. So we talked about Homer earlier. They have, there's an excellent wine bar right next door called Little Thing.
Yes, I love that place.
Yeah, that place is great. And then down the block is the Coop and Flute, which is a champagne tavern that specializes in bubbles. And so all you have to do is be prepared with those spots, and the Infatuation's website has filters and map features to help you find those spots. And another thing I would do is realize that even though you don't have a reservation, there's not all hope is lost for a spot that takes reservations. So there are a few things you can try. So first, you could try to show up when the restaurant opens. I've had a lot of success doing that. And restaurants tend to, some of them set aside space at the bar or tables for specifically walk-in only dining. So that's something you could try. You could also look into the Chase Sapphire Reserve exclusive tables program with OpenTable, where card holders have special access to primetime tables at participating restaurants. So if you have a Chase Sapphire Reserve card, that's another thing you could do. And all in all, I'd say, you know, be creative. Like maybe it's not dinner. Maybe you want to do a coffee date for Valentine's Day.
Cute.
And that is great. And we also have a guide to coffee shops perfect for a daytime date. And so there's so many ways to make Valentine's Day special, and our recommendations at The Infatuation are here to help.
Definitely. So what's next? Because I love hearing what you guys are working on next.
Yes, so next we are looking towards the classics. And so we are working on a very special teriyaki guide.
Yes.
My team and I, we are trying to hit all of them in Seattle. So you'll have to stay tuned. We're going to be eating a lot of chicken.
Yes.
And
okay.
I'm so excited.
And your new favorite restaurant, because I know it'd be hard to pick your favorite of all time.
Yes. So my new favorite right now actually opened about a week ago. It took over the space at Kate's Pub in Wallingford. It's called The Rebel. They're making some really exciting bar food. I just had a cheesesteak there that kind of changed my life. So I maybe I'll go back tonight.
Maybe I'll go for Valentine's Day. Aimee, thank you so much. Everyone can find The Infatuation, of course, online, and you're always on social media, and you're always out eating. So thank you for being here and sharing all this info.